All right. Come on. All right, we don't need to do that or this. I can't believe we only have one more week after this. Crazy nuts. Oh gosh, this is the wrong week. Oh, yoy. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, technical difficulties, Michelle. I have next week's up too. There we go. Let's try this again. Oh my holy moly. Holy Hannah. There we go. Sorry. All right. So week 3, we're going through elevator speech, and I think Cindy is taking the top of that. So take it away. Cindy, tell us about the elevator speech.
All right, the elevator speech is about 20 to 30 seconds. You just want to put it, why you take Plexus, why you love Plexus, and that's kind of hard to do in 20 to 30 seconds because people like us that are passionate about it really just kind of want to puke Plexus all over everybody. But if you can just kind of condense it down to what it's done for you, what it can do for them, it'll kind of pique their interest, and probably other people around you that are listening, it'll pique their interest too.
Yes, I actually have a really great elevator speech. I'll have to find it and post it. It's a really great guideline on an elevator speech. Craft your story. What does that mean, craft your story? Your elevator speech is going to include a little bit of your story, like Cindy said. You want to be able to give them a beginning, a middle, and an end in 20 to 30 seconds. So where were you? Like for me, I was in a place of just my body was falling apart. I felt horrible. I saw my friend posting about Texas. I decided this is going to be the thing to help me. So I picked up the phone. I said, how do I do this? And this journey has been amazing. I can't believe all the amazing things that have happened to my health. Financially, our family is getting better and better, and I am making it all the way to the top. That's a quick 20 to 30 seconds. So you want to have the beginning to be where you were, what you saw, how did Plexus come into your life, what you did, what did you take with that information, where are you now, and where are you going? Cindy?
Okay, talking to strangers. This is one that I know personally that I need to work on. And usually when I talk to strangers, it's because I've heard a little bit of somebody saying, oh, I'm so tired, or I am in a lot of agony, or things like that that I can relate to. And that kind of gives you an in to let them know about Plexus, why you're so passionate about it. And it's a really good idea to keep the sample cards in your bag, in your purse, just anywhere on you, to hand out, to say, just try this, let me know what you think about it. Get their name and number or add them onto your Facebook so they can kind of see your post. And if they're truly interested, add them onto the Testimonies by Blessed page. Just be genuine and honest because we truly do have something that people need, that they're desperate for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love what Helen McFadden says. Share as if someone's life depended on it, because it just might.
Absolutely.
And I know so many people who literally will say that it saved their life. Of course, we can say that, but we know different. Our shield of confidence.
All right, shield of confidence. And Chris and Susie, when they were on here a couple weeks back, kind of touched on this a little bit. Present Plexus from a place of strength. You got to believe in the products, believe in the company, and most importantly, they said, believe in yourself. Have that confidence. Turn the conversation to what you know about the products and the company. And you don't have to know all the answers. It's not your responsible. It's not your job to know all the answers about every single product and every single other company that sells, what the, supplements. But what you can do is, tell them what what it's done for you, what you know about the product. Start with the truth. Use your story plus, Wendy's or Michelle's or mine or just anybody, Chris and Susie's, just anybody on the Blessed team or this team. And then add in one of the quadrants on the shield. The 60-day money-back guarantee is huge. The thousands of testimonies that our team has. Let's see.
Phenomenal growth. It's hard. Are you?
Yeah, phenomenal growth. Yeah.
And then the other one's Plexus regularly updates the scientific research behind the products.
And I'm loving
That's
those.
Great backup now for the products that we can use. Use it. Okay, three-way calls. Wendy and I always say, if you have a prospect that is really interested in our products and they may need to talk to somebody else, use us. There's a reason that we say that, not just because we want to talk to them, because we do, but it gives third-party edification. And what that means is you've got your person on the phone and you say, can you hold on a minute? I'm going to get my upline on the phone. They've been in this longer than I have. They know more about this. This is Wendy. I'm going to get her on the phone for me. And then you put her on hold and you get Wendy on the phone or myself on the phone or Chris and Susie on the phone or Leslie on the phone. And you introduce them and then you can just sit back and relax and let us take over. I love doing three-way calls. I think there's nothing more powerful. Chris has done three-way calls with me with people before, and he is amazing. And if anyone on this team asks for Chris to help them, he will do it. He's a little hard to get a hold of. If you can, pin down a time for him, he is there. And I just sat back and I just let him do his thing. And 30 minutes later, I was like, oh my gosh, I just learned from the master. I learned from the pro. He's amazing. But it really just takes that pressure off of you and puts it on someone else. And it also gives that person credit. I mean, if you're talking with someone and they're still like, and if they're willing to talk with someone else, that's going to make you look better as well. She knows someone that can get the answers for me. It's not saying that you don't know the answers, but it's edification. It's third-party edification. And they don't need to be long calls. Generally, most of the three-way calls that I do are about 10 minutes. Keith will talk a little bit longer because that's Chris, and that's fine. If the person needs to get off the phone, then you can just say, I need to get off the phone. So the outline of that is you invite your prospect to talk with your upline, okay? Then you ask your prospects about the questions that they're interested in, products, what products do they want to talk about, what business, what are they looking for, are they all in on the business, do they just want to take the products, and get that information and the stories that the prospect will relate to best. If you've got, let's say they have diabetes, you can go to the testimonies by Blessed page, all right? You can, up at the very top bar, you can in the search bar, type in type 2 diabetes or just diabetes, and everything that's in testimonies by Blessed, everything that mentions type 2 or diabetes will pop up. And if you see one that really strikes you and you think that's going to resound with your prospect, send them that, okay? And then build your belief in them for the business. Build your belief in the products. Let them know that these products are going to change your life. Your life is going to be so different, and that they can do it too. So for new ambassadors, this is something I'm going to start with as many as I can. I want to get new ambassadors plugged in immediately. I feel like we might be missing the boat there. So what I'm going to start doing with anyone who signs up starting in September, which I haven't started yet, but I'm going to go back towards the end of the month and just start three-way four-way actually, four-way instead of three, four-way chat. So that means that the person that joined, their sponsor, myself, and Wendy. And it's just a, hey, how are you doing? My name is Michelle. My name is Wendy. We are part of the upline in this group, and we're here to help you. This is talking about calls, which I have done as well. If you want to get your new sponsor and your upline on the phone, you could do it on a Zoom. I like to use Zoom, the Zoom platform, because then you can actually see them. Lots of times in a text or a Facebook message, things can be misconstrued. The inflection isn't there in the voice. I really like just going, oh, this is you, this is me. We get to know each other. And a couple of things that you can do on that call, and I'm not sure that we'll take it this far in the chats. We haven't gotten that far yet, but for sure on the call, what their why is. Why did you start Plexus? Most of the time, it's just going to be to get healthy, and that is perfectly great. Any kind of goal setting, especially if they're business oriented and they're wanting to do this as a business, to start planning SMART goals and a plan of action on how to reach those goals. Building belief, how and why. Building the belief in their products, building belief in the company, in their group that they're in, our small group, that's in speaking church terms, our Facebook group, the uplines that they have to call on, smart Facebook posting, which we've gone over, making a Frank's list, starting with 100. And I always tell people, if you feel like 100 is too many, start with 50, but you're going to find out that you have a lot more than 100 friends. And your spouse has a lot more than 100 friends. And then plug them into our team resources. Powerhouse, Plexi Pink Peeps, and Blessed by Plexus, and then your group that you have on Facebook. All right, gosh, that was really, really fast. I feel like we missed something, but this is it. I'm going to go back really quick if I can figure it out. I just want to make sure that that's it. Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to post, this is my elevator speech outline, and it's exactly what this says. Where I was, what I saw, what I did, where I am, and where I'm going. I had these printed out for a training I did, I think it's when we were in Texas last winter. And we had everybody do one of these so that you at least know what you're trying to say. Because lots of times, if you're in the elevator and someone asks, oh, where are you going? Or, lots of times you're not going to get a, what do you do for a living when you're in an elevator? But this is not just in an elevator. This is when you're running into people. If you're in Walmart picking up some things and you hear that somebody has a headache, like I did the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have the thing for you. And of course I didn't have it with me. I was unprepared. And she said, what is it? And I was explaining Plexus Ease Cream to her. And she said, well, I haven't heard of Plexus. What's Plexus? And I said, oh my gosh, Plexus is an amazing health and wellness company. And I was in horrible shape when I started. I saw my friend post, and then I gave her my whole elevator speech, and it didn't take longer than 30 seconds. I came home, I got her sample of Ease, a sample of body cream, and a Slim, and I took it to her. So it's any place where you can just get the information in really, really quick. And if you have a sample to give with them at the same time, that's always a good thing. Are there any questions? I'm going to stop our sharing. Next week is the comp plan. It's the whole week. The whole thing is just comp plan. Hold on a second. There we go. We have kind of a skeleton crew tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Probably feeling the same way Wendy's feeling. Kind of worn out. Anybody have any questions? That was so fast. I can't even believe it. That's so awesome. No? Shauna? Shauna? Oh, she's laughing. Okay. All right. If there aren't any questions, then next week will be our last in the 201 series. And then we're playing with maybe a book study next. I don't know where we're going with that yet because we haven't talked about it yet. So, but more will be coming soon, I'm sure. All right, y'all. I love ya.
Love you.
Have a good night. You did great, Cindy. Your hair's getting long, too.
I know.
Holy guacamole. I love that X Factor. I'll do it to you. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.